Spiffing.
We're rolling.
What was that? Toasty. We're back. It's your weekly podcast of awesomeness.
I don't know about awesomeness. I think that might be overselling us a little bit of mediocreness, I think.
I'm going to be awesome. What are we on? We're on February, the month of February.
We are.
Less than a month till Batman's out. That's
Exciting.
keeping me going right now.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. At first, when I heard about Robert Pattinson, I was just like, really?
I think he's going to nail it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he does look like he's gonna do a real good job.
Because they got the release today of the trailer for the DC movies we're getting this year.
Yep.
So we've got Batman, Flash, Aquaman, and
Black Adam.
Deep midnight blue Adam.
Dark brown Adam.
I don't like The Rock being him. I feel like...
What, he's going to bring cheese to it? Or...
Yeah, I think he's too colourful.
Yeah.
They should have brought... I don't know. I'm worried because DC needs to be dark.
Mm.
And he can't do it. He's tried a couple of times and failed miserably. And I mean miserably. Have you seen that one where he's a driver? Is it called Driving or Driver? He's meant to be a bit of a bad guy. Driver car thing. Sucks so bad.
He's got that like cheesy novelty factor that he is The Rock, and
He's a bit of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone would argue that like he's not, an Oscar-winning actor.
No way.
But like he's come on a lot. Maybe they can find a role that'll be a good balance for him.
It's a main role. Black Adam is a huge part of the DC, multiverse thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're pulling him in as well because he's a massive draw. Like, he's The Rock. Like, films are purely based on the fact that The Rock is in it.
Yeah.
Like,
What
The
was that
Rock
last one
being
he
The
did?
Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
It's similar to the Statham thing. It's just Jason Statham is Jason Statham.
But you could transition Statham into a dark role, have him pull a little bit away from himself, and it'd work.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never seen The Rock get into a real serious dark role.
I suppose they would almost have to limit what he did. Like, do you know what I mean? It's give him not less screen time, but less dialogue.
Yeah, because if he has too much dialogue,
he will cheese it up.
Yeah, he's going to end up like an advert for like a new Transformers Decepticon toy.
Yeah.
From the depths of the dark side of the moon. It'll be like that level of cheese.
Hopefully not. We'll find out, won't we?
New from Mattel.
If they pull it off, it could be amazing.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
Because from like a physique point of view, like, you know what I mean?
Working.
Like, there's not many people who they're going to get to be that imposing.
Yeah, he's got the size, he's got the physique. You know that they wanted to put him in a muscle suit, and he's like, no, fuck you, I'll just do it.
I'll just take more gear.
Yeah, pretty much. How long we've got him around for as well could be another factor, because he's staying very lean for quite a long time at 230 odd, 40
Yeah,
pounds.
he's big, he's heavy, he's lean, and obviously
he doesn't
natural.
sleep.
Yeah,
but, just takes his vitamins and vitamins.
Fucking hell, yeah, that is always, it's a bit of a grind, that is, but...
He's just heart attack popping. Well, I don't know, he must be getting all the work done.
Yeah, surely, if anyone's...
He must be on drips every month, like, just
Again,
sucking out the bad, pushing in, like, baby brain stem cells.
Fuck knows, just eating live children and just...
when he's drinking, that's not tequila, that's blended babies.
Yeah, that's how he keeps healthy. But surely, like, he's going to be getting heart scans and everything's going to be checked.
So he's got it at his... on the trailers with it.
Yeah, he's just got to be like tip top all the time. It's hard though now because he's fenced himself into this role. The Rock is the big jacked, lean like monster who's kind of funny, kind of lovable.
Yeah,
like
that's why I don't like him for this pick.
Yeah. Like I can't see The Rock being The Rock and not being a unit. That's his thing.
Ironically, when he first went to Hollywood, do you remember he dropped all the weight? Because they said they couldn't cast him.
He wasn't
when he was.
Yeah, he didn't drop all the way.
Oh,
he
did.
He was still
no.
He was still in good
You
shape.
Google an image, skinny Dwayne Johnson.
I remember him in like,
dude, he looks
Welcome to the Jungle or something like that.
No.
Because he was like, he wasn't nothing like he is now.
Smaller than that, way smaller.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
When he first went, he still has hair.
Okay.
First goes to
he
Hollywood.
had hair in Welcome to the Jungle, I think.
Slim Dwayne Johnson, and you'll be like, whoa. And then it just lets you know, like, I think he avidly tried to get a little bit slimmer, but also he just probably came off the saucy sauce. A little less hot wings. And it's the first time he moved to Hollywood because he said that he would be, ironically, typecast, and they couldn't put him in any serious roles because he was too well built. And then after a while, when he realised he couldn't act, he went, fuck that, I'm just going to get massive and become an action hero. And then the world was like, yes, off you go. Make a billion bajillions.
Like that?
Yeah. Even smaller. He got a little bit smaller than that.
See, that's still quite...
That's a good... No, look at him there.
That's
look
not
at him
real.
in the jumper underneath there. Yeah, look. He's teeny tiny. Look at him.
Yeah, but he's not
Bruh.
teeny tiny. He's
Bruh.
still probably bigger than both of us there.
I don't think so.
I do.
He looks normal. He looks like a freaking... He looks like a wide receiver there.
See, like, I don't think... It's hard. It's so hard to tell in that, but I don't think...
Like, he's big bone, don't get me wrong, so he's not going to be small, but that's
Yeah,
full on.
in that,
Look at him there. Look at that. Come on. He looks like he's 12 stone.
Yeah, he does
Come
look
on.
a bit rough there.
Yeah, that is thin.
Yeah.
Thin, like his hair.
Yeah,
Then he just
okay,
went
fair
bold and jacked, and everyone was like, yes, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Hollywood. Whoever told him to get slim was a douche. There you go. Look at him.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
athletic. He doesn't even look jacked. He just looks athletic.
Yeah, that's an athletic build. Yeah, fair enough. I didn't even realise that. I
So
remember
if you
seeing him in...
Google, what was that picture you just brought up? See what it says.
God,
If you
it's
Google.
gone now, mate.
Just go back to. Did you,
Gone.
how's
It's
it gone?
erased.
Because you're Android.
I cleared it.
You cleared it.
Yeah.
You cleared the whole. What?
Yeah, I just cleared it off.
So the page is gone. The whole thing's gone.
It's not erased from the internet, but I closed it down and then cleared it off because I didn't want to have it like running in the background.
If you open my Safari thing, it's got like 12 pages open.
Yeah, well, it's just habit. I'll just clear it.
I have to actively you have to open it to close it.
No, I've just
You
got to
just
clear
swipe and
all.
clear all, and
Yeah.
it literally just. I would lose so much information.
I can obviously save stuff if I want to, but I don't.
Can we have a rant? Just a quick one. Why does Netflix suck right now? As well. So after editing and doing boring stuff all day on a computer, I thought the other night, I'll just sit down. I had some like my protein flapjack, a meal.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But yes, it wasn't just any old flapjack, ladies and gentlemen. It was 20 grams of protein and a good OD carbs made with all good ingredients that might kill Lou.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Not Lewis friendly.
Was it? No, I had my protein flapjack, my protein crispy crisps, and then a chili and a piece of buttered bread.
Wearing a Gymshark t-shirt.
Did have a Gymshark top. I had a Gymshark stringer vest on, and
Link in bio.
yeah, and you can get 10% off. Oh, you can get more than 10% off at my protein with code Lex Fitness. In fact, actually, there is, whilst you'll be listening to this, a up to 80% sale going off on my protein, and if you use my code, you get 12% off on top of whatever sale it's on.
All right.
So you can get some crushing deals.
I need to actually. I've gone through a lot of that collagen protein because I bought the 1 kilo bag because I was like I wasn't sure what it was going to be like, so I was like I'll just get that one. But they do a 2.5 kilo.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the big one.
I need to start remembering to take the collagen. It completely, because I started having to. I had to go to Manchester to go and do a photo shoot for RDX. Code Lex RDX on the RDX website. Get you up to 15% off. So we were doing a shoot with a boxer, and he's called Ibi. I can't remember the last name now because my brain's remembered the first name.
It doesn't matter. His name's Ibi.
Ibi, and check him out. He's fighting on the undercard of the Khan. Is it Khan Brooks?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Amir Khan's fight where he's going to get knocked out because he's got a glass jaw. The other guy's got 2 shit eye sockets, but I feel like the glass jaw is worse than 2 shit eye sockets.
Oh God.
It's basically like watching if you went to the pound and just found 2 dogs that had both been mistreated and just had them fight.
Yeah. I don't fuck all about it. I don't follow boxing anymore, so it really is.
Yeah. I mean, did you watch? So you won't have watched last week. So last week they had Eubank Jr. fighting.
Yeah.
And he was fighting this Welsh lad in Wales.
Yeah.
So Wales was behind him. And in the first round, the Welsh lad got put down by a jab.
Oh, really?
And then got put down by 3 more jabs. And then one, I think it was a left hook through the fight. He didn't get finished, I don't think. Maybe he did. Maybe 11th,
Like legit,
11th round.
legit got put down.
Yeah. Like walked onto a jab and just dropped like he'd been hit with a fucking right hook. And I was like, oh, that's not good.
No, that's
That's not a good sign for anybody.
No.
And so, and it proceeded to not be.
Wow.
And it was fair play to the crowd, though. They were like, I can't do the Welsh accent, so I'll do it with Indian. Oh, yes, very good. Keep fighting. We don't care that you've been down once. Oh, dearie
Oh,
me.
God, your accent's amazing. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
Yeah, Netflix rant. So I sat down with my My Protein Flapjack, my My Protein crisps, barbecue, best ones, my chili, because you can see how it's going,
Yeah.
barbecue with the chili, and then a butter piece of bread. And I was like, happy, right, man food, good, nice little nest made.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're going to sit there for a good couple of hours.
right,
Out.
it's going to be a good movie on. No. Not fucking one. Not one.
I only turned Netflix back on the other day because they've got a new season of Snowpiercer out.
Ugh, I've seen. Isn't that the movie?
Yeah, I've not seen the movie. Yeah, but
So why would I watch a series?
the series, I don't even think the series is like it's obviously the same thing. They're on a train, but well, actually, give me a brief of the movie because I don't even know. I've not watched it.
They're on a train that's going round and round in a world that's gone because there's no fuel, and this thing has a magic engine, and it all has carts which are segregated to rich to poor and food to all the jibbity bobs.
Yeah, but that's like that. Okay, that's the setting, which is the same setting. But what's the story arc of the film?
One of the guys is trying to get. I don't know. I can't remember it. It's not great.
Chris Evans, isn't it?
Yeah, Chris Evans, and they fight their way up to the top end
Okay.
after discovering that the guy is using kids as to help fuel the engine or something.
Okay. No, that's
So it turns out like that, and then he beats him up, and then there's something to do with the engine. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So the Snowpiercer series is actually pretty good. Like the second season, it gets really good because Sean Bean comes into it, and he's
Bastards.
Yeah, bastards. So far, he's not said
He's
bastards.
not said it.
He's
Fucking
not
should be
said.
the first thing he does
He's
when
not
he
said
walks in.
bastards to anybody.
Yeah, bastards.
Yeah. In is it Sharp? Was it
Sharp,
Yeah.
I love Sharp.
Somebody go on YouTube. Don't stop playing this video though. But afterwards, go on YouTube or just open another tab and just type in Sean Bean bastards.
Yeah.
And then it's just the
Isn't
best.
it like 40 minutes?
I don't think it's 40 minutes. But
It's so
a
long.
few minute compilation of literally just Sean Bean saying bastards over and over again. And it honestly will be the best thing you've
The
ever
best
done.
part is he's going bastard, bastard. And every so often he'll go, "Oh, you bastard," and then it just carries on.
Yeah. There's one where he goes, "You fat bastard."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
It's fucking brilliant.
It is brilliant.
So anyway,
Equilibrium, great film.
yeah.
He was in that. Ooh, I haven't seen
The
that
second season's really good. He's a really good bad guy in it. And so far the third season, they've only released 3 episodes, but it's off to a strong start. The first season I was like I was enjoying it, but it was like, one of them kind of take it or leave it. But then when Sean Bean came in, they really like that he's a horrible guy. Yeah, but like he just does it so
they're
well.
horrible in the movies. They're all assholes in the actual movie. And there's lots of backstabbing and shit that goes on.
Yeah, it's also
literally.
It's got the guy who was the guy who did the
Is something to
acting
do
and
with
the
eggs
voiceover.
in it?
Eggs? No.
Yeah, something to do with eggs in the movie or something like that.
You know, in Grand Theft Auto, the guy who plays Trevor.
Oh yeah.
So he's in the series.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, and actually, as the seasons progress, he gets more and more prominent.
He's in something else as a real motherfucker as well. He's evil in it, bad guy. Not bad, not like typical.
He was in Westworld.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Yeah, he was in Westworld.
Yeah.
Is there a new season of that? What happened to that?
Oh, it got shit. They went into the city.
Yeah.
Once they escaped.
Oh
it
no,
was
I didn't even watch. I
No,
started
I
watching that season and
bailed
then
halfway through it.
because the first season was fucking awesome.
Second season was great as well. It's third season that's fucked up, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, second season's where we won't spoiler it, but the big ending happens. They can basically climax the season on that point, and there's no defeating that.
Yeah.
And the third one, because there's less of the robot people, and it's just about humans and the ones you've already seen. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what happens because I quit after about the second episode.
It kind of felt like a similar path to where Lost went. They almost like kind of like, oh shit, where do we go
what
now? Yeah. They just started off with
John, the
great.
one good writer they had's left.
Yeah, they got like a great concept, and then they just didn't know how to bring it full circle.
Yeah. I don't know whether they were going down the Terminator route or not. Maybe I should look into it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a second chance.
But yeah, we might have to because there's fuck all else on any of these things that we pay good money for.
Snowpiercer, definitely give it a shot.
Do you know what I did end up watching?
What?
Fractured. It's a movie from like 2000 and nothing.
Yeah.
With Anthony Hopkins in it and that pretty guy from Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Mm.
He's in it.
Never heard of it.
Yep, me either.
Any good?
Nope.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were going to be like, and actually, it was
No.
really good.
No,
I've
completely
seen that.
average.
This is Netflix as well. Disenchantment.
Just
New
they've done a new season of it.
I think it literally came out today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I started to put it on, but then I couldn't concentrate because I was having to edit, so I turned it off.
Do you want to watch an episode after this?
Yeah, we'll watch the first one again.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened at the end of last season? Because I don't.
No.
Something to do with hell.
I can't remember.
Doesn't the naughty little shadow guy save her?
I can't remember if that was the end of the second season.
Well, it is. We're only on the third.
No, this is the fourth, isn't it?
I thought this was third.
I think it's. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do what Lex always does. Look at my t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Because Lex is normally the one who buys clothes, where I'm just wearing the same shit I've been wearing for years. I've bought a Dick House t-shirt.
You win this week's t-shirt competition.
There we go.
I might be showing my boobs, but you've got a Dick House t-shirt.
I have.
The best thing about it is your eyes are drawn to the rainbow. So if you're not watching on Spotify or YouTube, there's a rainbow that looks like a rainbow from a children's book with a perfect flat cut-off point at the bottom, and right underneath it in smaller case letters but large writing, it says Dick House. But you don't see it because the rainbow is so vibrant until you then look down and smiling women will be like, ooh.
Dick
and then I don't think many people even know that's Jackass.
No, but I don't care. That's kind of why. Because then it's going to be one of those people. Somebody was in the gym yesterday and she was wearing a Nostromo t-shirt, which if you don't know about the Nostromo, it was the name of the ship in Alien. And like I clocked it straight away and I said, I like your Nostromo t-shirt. And she was like, oh yeah, do you know what film it's from? And I was like, yeah, of course, Alien. And then we just ended up going up on had like a massive, because like if you know, you know, just because it's always been.
If you didn't know what that was, that would sound like a house full of dicks.
Yeah,
like a big gay house, and you got a rainbow.
And then there's the rainbow as well. That's what's more entertaining about it. All the gay connotations. But then it's just like, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
I'm quite happy.
We're off the view on the camera. I got my new iPhone 13 and I'm geeking out with the camera on it. Apparently, the camera doesn't like it so much, so we're on countdown. But it does mean I can open up the questions early on, and we can see if there's any big ones in there that we need to answer. And today, we've got a mind blower today.
Well, I was going to say, last week we had a bottle that was too big to fit in the chest.
So we've gone the other way this week. Now this is a like-to-like ratio. Oh, hang on.
Do it now.
Sorry.
Retroactively.
A like-to-like ratio of Lewis's penis in the form of a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Thick at the bottom, really thinly weird at the top. This isn't a small miniature.
No. It's just really far away.
Really far away. Because basically, we both forgot to go and get something new.
Yeah.
And do we have anything? Well, we do. And to be fair to it, right, it's a Santa Teresa, and this is a Solera rum. It's from Venezuela. And it's, as far as miniatures go, it's fucking impressive.
It's a very nice little bottle, isn't it?
It's wax sealed with the wax dripping down the top of it. The bottle's beautifully kind of tapered off at the bottom. It looks like one of those old school whiskey glasses.
Yeah, it is like a decanter almost, isn't it? It's very,
beautiful
very
little
nice.
thing.
It's about £50 to £60 a bottle.
It's a 40%, and that's all we know. So we're going to pour it, we're going to drink it, and then once we've tried that deliciousness, we have a full-size bottle of what can only be described as... Did you bring it up?
Yeah, I've got it. It's just down there. Yeah,
It's just a bottle of fun.
Yeah, we're acting like
Nostalgia.
we're serious and we know what we're doing right now. But then in a bit,
We're just
going to be children again. Oh, that's fair.
Has it got a cork in it?
It does.
Oh, this is going to be a proper cheeky
Oh,
pop.
yeah, this is going to be the most...
This will be the cheekiest pop of all time. Come on, pop it. I love it. It's awesome. Look, it's a proper little cork.
Yeah, it is.
Somehow, when you make things smaller that should be big, it just makes them wicked.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? If only it was true with penises.
Oh, yeah. We'd both be laughing.
Look at that idiot with a big one. Smells almost... Oh, what is that? Cinnamon? Ooh.
Yeah, it has got a little bit of cinnamon, which leads on to our other drink after. But
Trust me to pour.
like, oh, it's all gone.
Well, we should get a shot of it, shouldn't we? So, let's have a look. So, because I need to stop doing that.
Polish off the bottle.
I've gone from saying right to so. I've made a real conceited effort. Question time.
What was the conceited effort for?
To stop saying right.
Right.
You know, when I get to the end of a sentence, I go, right, and then go on to my next sentence. It's like losing like too much. We all do the like thing.
It's a well, it's an isn't it? But it's a pause between.
And I become aware.
I'm really conscious of what I'm saying now. I was like,
and it's hard.
Lewis, don't say like.
Yeah, you have to be comfortable in. I know that drawn out. Comfortable in the silence, and that's the problem. Is we're not.
Yeah. It's like when you become really aware of your walk, and then you're like, you forget how to walk.
You start looking at your feet and where they're going in different directions.
Yeah.
And that's
come on, I knew how
all
to do
you
this
have
before.
to do is just have those moments of pauses, but own the pause.
Yeah.
Instead of making a noise in the middle of it, which comes out as so right, like
Yeah.
I
was just owning that pause.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Well, chin chin.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, a Friday night. Ooh. Well, it definitely burns if you've got a cut on your lip. That's a nice bit of heat to it. It's very smooth.
Yeah, it's really smooth.
Very
And
smooth.
It wasn't as sweet as I was expecting as well. It smells a lot sweeter than it.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for the sweetness, but it never came.
Warmth on the chest, definitely.
Yes, as it went down, then I felt
Which is
it.
funny because it's not on the throat at all. It literally just blooms in your chest.
Mm.
A second
But
sip.
very, very smooth.
It's a proper sipper. Oh, the heat does develop. It's a good second or two delay.
And when you sound like you kind of, it does bloom. I think that's the right word because it's not like it's not heat. It is just like a real nice warmth that kind of just you feel kind of like
Emanates.
spread out. Yeah.
So if you're into your rums, Santa Teresa, 1796. Nom 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 nom.
So we're going to get on to the questions. We had a hilarious, it was a comment. I say hilarious. I suppose it probably wasn't hilarious for him. It's on YouTube, and he said it was a question, but I'm going to dispute that because it started off as a question and then turned more into a statement. So, I have a question. What do you do when you block your ex on every social media
Oh,
platform?
this is a good one. Okay.
And then she sends you an email of her new partner's knob saying she's never been more content? I was literally sat there with my new missus and it really pissed me off. So I forwarded it to her dad via WhatsApp. Asking her dad,
Is he happy she's been violated by
which
this?
which he'll have been greeted with the following morning. I feel bad about doing that, but it stopped the contact. So firstly, not really a question.
No, hang on. Firstly, well played, sir.
I think that almost needs to be a slow clap. That's like
That's amazing. Well done, you. Fucking forward it to her dad. That's fucking brilliant. Right, well, number one, she's clearly a vindictive bitch with a very narcissistic and, what would you say, selfish, egotistical,
She's
and
still
slightly
obviously
maniacal.
She's still obviously wrapped up in that relationship.
Yeah.
Like, why would she even feel the need to do that unless she just deliberately wanted to hurt you?
And somebody you're very well rid of, by all sounds of it. And yeah, clearly she's bitter. And also, do you think the guy knew that she took a picture of his dick and then sent it to her ex? Or do you reckon he was happily snoozing away? Probably
I
just...
reckon it was probably a dick pic that got sent or something like that, and then she
you don't even
forwarded it
think
on.
she's on it.
Yeah, like I don't think she literally got the. I don't think she took the photo herself. I reckon.
She's forwarded it.
Yeah, she's forwarded a photo that was sent to
So
her.
second-hand dick pics.
Yeah.
Not even personal. Yeah, chances are actually it's not even a real one.
Yeah, it could even be that.
But wow, you've got her like balled up in a pocket, mate.
Yeah, and then like you've obviously made the effort to try to cut ties as best as you can, which is fair enough. And she obviously was that frustrated. The fact that she fucking found out your email, like who the fuck? She may as well have printed it out and sent it via post. Imagine that, just opening up a letter and it's just a dick.
Life size as well. So you have to unfold it. Oh.
That would be hilarious. That would be such a good way to send a dick pic. You
literally send a dick pic.
Print it off and fucking Royal Mail, second class.
Photocopy your actual dick, so it's squished and everything. Do you know you can go to, you can be, what should we say? You can be absconded by the law now for sending dick pics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it
makes sense. It's flashing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if there's no warning.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if they got a dick pic scanner and it was a warning, incoming message may contain dick pic.
Well, Instagram can like block sensitive content, can't they?
Yeah, but something to do with messaging is different because it's private. They're not allowed to get us involved.
Yeah. But surely it'll be an algorithm. It's not like a person who's there. Dick, no dick.
Imagine
dick,
if you
no
came
dick.
in Monday morning. John, yes, you're the head of our algorithm department. We have a very important job for you. This is my day. I've been waiting for this.
Yes.
This is my moment. What is it you need? We need you to scan for something very, very important. Yes, anything. What is it?
Is it terrorism?
Worse. So much worse. It's a pair, not just one, of balls and a dick. You want me to scan for junk? Literal junk mail. You can have junk mail.
Yes, there
real
we
junk
go.
mail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, Instagram.
There we go.
Junk mail.
Nice.
Make that box worthwhile.
So, yeah, that wasn't a question, but still thank you for leaving it as a
she's
comment.
clearly wrapped up with you. She's clearly bitter. You're moving on quite well, and I would continue to do so. And yeah, all you can do is try and block them off. But inevitably, I mean, they will keep watching if they're going to keep watching. But let them, because it means it's telling you in big, screaming, flashing neon sign.
You made the right choice.
Well, yeah, one, you made the right choice, and she's got one above her head saying, which also screams, "I've got no life," because she's completely fit. If she had one, she wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Unhappy with her choices in life. So wallow in that bit and just like bathe in it. Just be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and my small penis are just enjoying it. Might not be small. I'm just making an assumption. Because I assume the breakup was probably from him, if she's being that way inclined.
Not always. Sometimes she might have cheated and then blamed him for making her cheat because he wasn't paying her enough attention or something like that. It happens all the time. People twist things around, whether it's male side or female side. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of people who do that, who cheat, will then try and throw it onto the other person to try and alleviate their own guilt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a point as well. I think people do that. I think a lot of people as well, from like people that cheat, get really paranoid that the person that they're with is cheating. That happens all the time.
Start searching through their phone, start going through all of their shit, looking on their computer. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, and I think it's like their own guilt eats them up so much that they project that onto the other person because they're like, oh, if I can do it, they're doing it.
It's like anything, isn't it? It's like any kind of abusive relationship. The person's projecting their hatred of whatever it is onto another person through whether it's verbal or physical violence or mental abuse. They're just pushing to make someone else smaller than them or, lesser to make them feel better. It's a similar modus operandus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, big words.
I like that.
All right,
I like that.
Yeah, it's a sad story with a happy outcome for you, mate. Other than the fact you had to look at someone else's junk. Although I can defeat you. If this will make you feel better about your life, you got a picture of somebody else's junk and then obviously had the whole memory of your stupid ex-girlfriend as well coming up. I unwittingly opened a picture on Instagram, which now, this might confuse you. It confused me at the time. It was a picture of a rather vascular and erect penis from an upward angle, from like a chest shot, that had just been pleasured, and the pleasure was visible. But the dude had no pants on and just a t-shirt.
Cool.
Like, that confused me more than the reason why I was being sent the pic in the first place. I was like, okay, this is weird. And he was gripping it as well, like he was trying to kill it. Yeah. I was in a room with Mark, my mate, who I immediately showed without telling him what it was, just because I had to unleash the burden on somebody else.
Like, oh my God!
I was like, oh Jesus, showed him, and he just looked at me, just looked at it, then looked at me and was just like, why? Why did I need to see that? I was like, because that is burnt into my brain forever, and you need to have it too.
Yeah.
And then he also then he went, why has he just got a t-shirt on? I was like, I know. What the fuck?
So he's had a wank, completely nude,
It's
t-shirt.
multiple things. He's gone, oh, I really need a wank. Got his trousers off. Maybe they were tight. Maybe he was wearing skinny jeans. And he's like, oh, fucking hell, I really need a wank. Oh, fucking jeans are off. Fuck it, I'll do. And then he's gone to town and then thought, yes. Lex will like this. Chink.
Yeah. Hashtag CREWCast.
This will get the straight guy in. Bink. Yeah. And then sent it to me.
Maybe you just thought, if for all these years you've been around, you've not ever seen that, and maybe that's the reason
trigger.
why you were straight.
One trigger.
Yeah, because you've not seen that yet.
Yeah.
And he was just like, this might be the awakening.
And I'm telling you, he was completely wrong because after I slept with him, it just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. That was a weird...
Close the
so there you
chapter
go,
of that
mate.
book.
There you go, mate. At least it was just a penis.
Yeah.
And there was no gripping or...
Well, we don't know. He didn't tell us what it
love
was.
yogurt.
It could have been. It might have been the same image.
might be the same...
If you type in erect penis on Google, that might be the first one that comes up.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe not. Do it on someone else's computer.
You can reverse image search.
Oh, do that.
Yeah, you should do a reverse image search to see
what actually
see
pops up.
if that's online elsewhere.
Because that would be so sad, wouldn't it, if it was actually a Google image?
Yeah, she just pulled it off
Just pulled
some
one off.
random porn site or something. Even better,
How sad. I bet it really is.
probably.
I think that's more likely.
She's probably not even in another relationship.
No,
and
she's just sat at home with a cat she's stolen from next door.
Yeah.
Just in the corner in like a moo-moo.
Yeah,
Just, this fucking bastard.
yeah, literally. And then just
Because the
gone on
dude that
Google.
she cheated with just used her like a wank sock
Yeah.
and got rid of her the next day. Ah,
Yeah,
get what you're given.
reverse Google image search.
Okie dokie. Bing, bing, bing. We'll just start from the top. Are you doing any meetups on motorbikes this summer, up north preferably? Oh, hell yeah. We will be doing, because more people are riding. Actually, there's a question down here. Yep, it does link to this. I remember seeing it before from Craig. Lex, how good was it to get out on the bike this week? So I'll link the two, and then there's another question to link to that. So, yeah, I got out on the bike for the first time since October, and it was not yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Because the problem was, so here's why I actually ended up getting back. Because I took to Manchester. Oh,
I thought we still had like a good 5 minutes left.
I feel like this week's going to be a technical one. Cameras going on and off. Sorry, the camera just went pink, and we had to go readjust. So I went to Manchester, right? So
Yeah, like, right, yeah.
see, now what my brain wants to do now is go, so I was in Manchester because I'm so carrying on the story, but I don't need to do that. I just need to go, I was in Manchester.
You were.
On a photo shoot.
Yes, you were.
When I left I was trying to get my mum. So I had the iPhone 12 Pro Maxi thing, and she had an iPhone 6. And I was like, Mum, it's not 1996. What are you doing? Because the thing didn't work. It lasted for 20 minutes. You couldn't even update the latest operating system on it because it didn't have enough memory on the phone. Yeah. And my sister just rang me up and said, will you sort mum with a phone? Because I can't talk to her for more than 15 minutes in a day because her phone dies. Like she uses it for anything, and it's just ramp because everything's too big for it to run on now.
It's probably been permanently on charge as well, and it's just trashed the battery.
100%.
Because like as they start getting worse, like my grandparents do it, and their phone just lives on charge.
Not good.
So the batteries are just wrecked on them because they're like because it'll get to 93%, and they're like, oh God, what of it? And then they'll plug it back in again. I'm just like, let it run down. It's okay. Like that's part of keeping the battery healthy. You need it to run down and bring it back up.
You need to bring it under sub 10%, don't you?
Yeah. You need it to go down occasionally.
Saying under sub 10% was pointless.
Under plus sub 10 minus.
Under sub minus under below 10. Fucking idiot. Yeah. Manchester photo shoot, went to mum's, managed to buy a phone for me, the 13, but got it delivered here by accident in Shrewsbury. So realised that on the morning.
Yeah.
And then had to fly back here to defeat a deliver by 1 p.m. delivery, which I did, skills.
Nailed it.
Got it, and then mum rang me and said, oh, by the way, you left your camera bag here with all my kit in.
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
Cool.
Brilliant. What a great day.
Yeah.
And also I broke down on the way back home as well and still made it before 1.
Fuck.
Yeah. Broke down because, the starter motor thing.
Oh, that did that again?
Did it again. Every time the engine gets to 100 degrees, well, obviously when you're driving it around, the start-stop motor for when you bring your foot, when you come to like a lights,
the auto
start-stop. Yeah, it's not firing up. There's something wrong with it. So I have to let it cool down.
Can you turn off auto stop-start?
Oh, yeah, I can in the car, but I forgot.
Ah, right.
And it's always on. So I got to the first traffic light. It's down Trinity Way, which, if you don't know Manchester, is a 2-lane road that runs around the very centre of Manchester, which has basically every single car in Manchester on it because they've shut the central road down now. And I broke down bang in the middle of it.
Sweet.
And I was like, oh, sweet, cool.
Just what I wanted.
Yep, just what I needed. I knew if I let it cool down for 10 minutes, it would start again.
Yeah.
So just open the bonnet up.
Went off, got a coffee.
Yeah, just opened the bonnet and pissed off for a little bit. Came back, it started, got home, beat the thing, got the phone. So had to leave in a rush at 8 in the morning. Broke down 5 minutes from the apartment in the middle of the dual carriageway, blocking the entirety of Manchester. Then got back home, got the delivery. Mum rang me to tell me I'd left my camera bag back in Manchester which basically means my office. I'd left my office in Manchester.
Yeah.
And so she was like, do you want me to come and meet you halfway? Because I was on the verge of just, well, isn't this fucking brilliant?
Yeah.
Kind of, when you get to that point.
Yeah.
Yes, fuck da. And so the next day, she said, well, we'll do it tomorrow. Come tomorrow and I'll meet you. And the sun was shining when I woke up. And I thought, smells like leather pants.
Yeah.
Leather pants and gasoline. And it was beautiful, blue skies. Hopped on the Honda, straight to the garage, fresh fuel in, tyre pressures redone. Boom! 100 miles an hour down the country lane. Honestly, couldn't have ridden more stiffly if I tried. Yeah. It felt alien as fuck.
Really?
Hadn't ridden since October. So every time I got to a corner that I didn't quite know, my body just went, I'm going to turn into a piece of wood. If you won't mind, right now, I'm just going to make everything just go rigid and give you a mild panic.
Yeah.
It's like, really? It's like, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, you know the road's a bit greasy there, don't you? Yeah. Hey, you know it's been a bit cold and greasy and there's been a bit of rain. Yeah, probably a bit of slip. Oh, is that gravel?
Yeah.
All the way around. It's like, motherfucker, I'm trying to enjoy it. And I did enjoy the lovely bits, but the A49 up to Meta in Tarporley, which is a beautiful part of the world, by the way.
Tarporley?
Tarporley. It's this lovely little town.
Is it tarpauling? As in
Tarporley.
All right. As in the,
it was just
the
halfway.
material that you would use when you're going camping.
Yeah, met her under some tarpaulin on the M65.
Nice.
It was Tarporley. It's instead of going to Chester, I thought, well, this is a bit more to the right, so it's only got the A49 going into it. It's literally one road running through. Beautiful little place. Turned out to be really quite upper classy and lovely. So popped in there and met Mum for coffee. Got the old phones switched over. She had a mild panic that her phone was going to completely combust and never be able to be used again. But she still believes now. By the way, she's got the phone, had it for 3 days, still hasn't switched them over.
I heard the voice notes.
And Mum is hilarious. Actually, let's just play a Mum voice note.
So where's the one where she's like, I'm not a practical person.
This is hilarious. So
that was the best one.
Let's see if we
She sounded very upset at that point.
No, this is pure. This is her basically saying, I need you to do it. Yeah. Listen to the I need you to do it at the end of it. Hang on.
I'm not a practical person.
It's so just, help me. I'm in Manchester and I'm all alone with this crazy new phone. It's got no button on it. I don't know what to do. She genuinely thinks her other phone's going to just disintegrate the moment it's transferred.
The best bit was when she was deliberating on what object she needed to poke the SIM card at you, so you've got the little...
All I said was right, so you need to pop the SIM card out. She's going, so do I use a hair clip? Will a paper clip do? What do I need? Like, as if it really matters. I was like, anything that fits in the little hole up your prod that makes your SIM card stick. And then she was like, I've just done some research and I need to go to the shop to get a new SIM card because mine won't work. I literally... This was a half-hour gap between when I last spoke to her. So she was planning a trip into town to get a new SIM card. I did a 15-second computer search.
Yeah.
SIM cards for iPhones.
Yeah.
And she doesn't need to change the SIM card at all. So I don't know what... I think her research was, does an old iPhone fit in a new iPhone? To which she answers, no phones fit in any phones. No. I don't know what she'd done. So, yeah, Mum, it will eventually be up to date in the 2000s. They're just lovely, aren't they, mums, when they get to that point where they just don't care. And that's where she's at. Oh, hang on. You brought in a cheeky thing,
I did it sneakily, so
sneakily.
Only the people that were watching.
What was the point of me telling you about the Mum thing? Oh, the bike. So I was out on the bike. So met Mum, had a coffee, chilled out there, met some lovely Labradors, and another bloke who just come in with his dogs. I had a chat with him, and then his dogs, got all lovely things. Lovely little pub stopped in there. Actually, it's a chain, but the way they'd done it was kind of nice. It's called the Rising Sun, and there's a couple of them kicking around. There's one in Shrewsbury. They're really nice, oldie worldly, like deep wood stuff, but really good food, like gastropub. When the dogs came in, they had treats behind the bar for them, proper chew sticks.
Oh, that's cool.
Not just a biscuit, an actual chew stick. And these dogs knew it.
Yeah.
They were like, where's the bar lady? Where's the bar lady? Yeah, it was really nice. And then got back on the bike. Blue sky.
Yeah, we had a couple of good days this
week,
didn't we?
Mate. Got on that bike, couldn't have been looser than a goose.
Yeah.
Flying back I was. It's so funny. It was like about an hour's ride there.
Yeah.
And after that one just initial ride, I was absolutely banging on the way back. Felt like I had never been off it. But that first ride out was really weirdly just like, just getting to grips with it again. When you get into someone else's car and the clutch is all different.
Yes.
It was like that. It was like, oh, fucking hell, I got to get my rhythm back with this.
Yeah.
Because I had slightly thicker gloves on because it was a bit cold. I was layered up, so you can't move as easily.
You weren't as in touch with the bike, I suppose.
Yeah, and you are literally when you're on the bike. If you have to have layers on of insulation, so you've got your outer jacket, which has an inner jacket that zips up inside it. Then obviously you're laid up underneath. I have my leathers on, which were brand new, so they're a bit tight. So you kind of don't have you feel a bit stiff anyway.
Yeah.
Because everything's not moving. You're a bit like you put on that jumper that you thought, oh, that'll still fit me, and you bulked a bit, and you're like, oh shit, and now you're stuck in it. And should I wear it? I don't know. Can I move? I can't lift my arms higher than here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like you put a suit on for a wedding,
Yeah.
and you got a bit bigger, and you can't lift your arms above shoulder height because it might rip.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
And then
Be careful when you sit down.
yeah, but then
down slow.
obviously by the time I was coming back, the clothes had loosened up, I'd loosened up, and I was just zoom, I fucking left everywhere. And I just, at one point, it's so funny because I talked to the bike, and I'm just on my own. Mostly I'm out riding with people, we're talking on comms, but even when I'm not talking on comms, I'm talking to the bike or singing horribly in my helmet to music that's on. And I overtook a couple of cars in a really short distance. And as I went past them, I was like, woo! Went past her, and then I literally said to the bike, oh, I forgot how quick you are, old girl.
Yeah.
And then she likes to stretch her legs. Way! And then zoomed off. That's me in my own helmet out loud to myself.
Yeah.
So if you ever see me riding past you on the back, live in the knowledge that even though I might look cool and sedate as I'm flying past you, in my helmet I'm going, woo! Yeah! Still horses on the ride. Wild horses. Yeah.
And that's just you going.
Honestly, every time I ride, it's the happiest. My face hurt from smiling.
I suppose you wouldn't have ridden since the arm.
Way before,
yeah.
because we had such a shit winter. We had grey skies and that kind of cold, shitty, rainy, floody weather as well. So there was loads of shit coming off. And in Shropshire, everything's got fueled by it. So you got all the runoff comes onto it. It's just not worth going out because it just gets horrible. Your bike gets covered in shit, but also there's that many potholes and shit on the road around here that if you add in wet and greasy shit on top, it's just you're asking for trouble. So you just didn't bother. Nobody did. Not even the boys. None of the boys up north really went out much either. It was just shit all around. Because normally you get bright blue cold days and you just layer up and head out and it's lovely. You get to your end destination where you're a bit chilly and you get a cup of coffee and a bit of food and then you all go back out again. It's good. We didn't have it this year.
No.
Oh, it felt good. Honestly, smiling like a child when he's given like ice cream for the first time in summer.
So the answer to the question is yes.
Yes, I enjoyed it. And we will be doing meetups. Yeah, so the meetups, so many people have passed the test in the last year, obviously with everything going on. I know at least 3 or 4 other people who can come out and ride with us who've passed the tests. And some of them have got their tests coming up. You know who you are. Good luck with that one. You better fucking get it so you can come and ride. We're looking to go to Silverstone on a track day. I know that. And then meetups-wise, we'll try and plan something. And then, there was a third linking question, which was also, let me just get the wording of this correct before I do it. Got to be very specific. Here it is. When are you getting your fucking license?
I knew that was coming. I was fucking waiting for it earlier. I thought that was going to be the next question. I don't know. To be fair, I could probably start inquiring any time now because the weather's actually all right. You should,
because people are going to be doing it and then they'll be backed up till gone summer.
Yeah. I'll make some calls. I'll add it to my to-do list and I'll start inquiring again because I'll
5-day access.
Yeah. No, I'll start doing it. I'll have a look into it. Yeah.
Because
I've got a little bit of money aside as well, so bathroom's paid for. I've got a couple of things coming out, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, because I mean,
I think it's just worth from what you've said, just maybe just getting straight the direct.
I've got
access
a kit
course?
here. You probably fit in as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't,
I decided on a bike that I because I know fucking nothing about bikes.
Is it Honda Rebel? I think.
Yeah, and I can't remember what it was, and I sent you one. I was just like, "Is this a good bike?" Because I think this looks sick.
Yeah,
and,
the one you sent me wasn't. Well, it is, but it's too weak.
Yes,
but they do a 12.
There's a 500cc.
Yeah,
or something.
they do a 1200 version of it now, though.
Okay.
So,
but I didn't even really know what style of bike was the one that I kind of really liked the look of.
I think they do an 1100 actually. It's not 1200. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, the CMX 1100 Rebel. I think that's the one.
Honda Rebel.
And they are good-looking bikes.
Yeah.
I've seen the 500s. There are some because they're good time first choppery rider bikes for people.
Yeah,
that's the technical term. Choppery ridery bikes for riding.
You want some?
Oh yes. So did you bring out the phone? So
yeah.
Let's do loose. Lou, this is your choice for the week. The big boy bottle, Fireball.
Yeah, we haven't had it for a very long time.
No, very long time.
And I just spotted it in the cupboard and I was like, I want to be a child for a bit.
Yeah, because it smells like What were they called? Fireballs?
Yeah, the cinnamon fireball sweets.
Yeah, is that what they call fireballs?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I'm sure they were.
And it literally just smells like the sweets. And they're so sugary that the lid was basically welded on by sugar.
It was a graft to get that lid off.
God, it does smell like sweeties. How much have you had? I can't remember. Is it super sickly?
No, it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of spice to it. Like,
It's
like
aniseed,
cinnamon.
that's it.
Cinnamon.
Aniseed. It's aniseed, isn't it? Aniseed balls. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? The Honda Rebel. Yeah, I like it. That 1100 is the one you want.
Yeah,
Bit of grunt to it.
I really like the Indian Scout bobber.
Yes, beautiful
That's
bike.
fucking stunning, but it's just too pricey. Like
They're about 10k, aren't they?
Yeah,
They hold the value well though.
I was gonna say, which is like for a brand new bike is amazing, but I'm going to probably fall off mine, so I don't want to fuck something up that's really expensive.
You surprise yourself.
If I can get something like a grand or two, a good few years old, but something that'll just be fun to get used to, and then maybe later on down the line.
The trick is when you first go to do your test, you'll be put on something that has a good turning circle. It'll be quite upright and easy to handle. I don't think the best idea from going from that is to jump on a sports bike. If I could encourage people to not do that, like I did that, but I did it in the most sensible way possible by accident. I got the bike I have, the Honda F4i, was only made for 3 years. Turns out I accidentally bought one of the best sports bikes that can be used as a tourer. To this day, they still think it's one of the best ever. And the reason they didn't keep making it is because fashion led towards track bikes, and they had the 600RR, and then they had the 600 F4i, and they're basically exactly the same bike, but just a slightly different setup in terms of seated position.
Okay.
But around the track, you're talking less, like 0.0 somethings of a second difference. They were negligible. But fashion led towards track engineered looks and positioning for that time. So they just stopped making the F4i. But as a result, there's this great bike that is essentially a sports bike. It is a sports bike, 100%. But it's got 30 degrees more upright seating position on it. Right. Adjustability. So that allows you to tour on it because you can be a little bit more upright and chill out. And your back doesn't get fucked as much. Especially when I've got gel seats on and everything now. So I've ridden it to Barcelona and back. So and it's a good old reliable girl. Fast though, still, like there's nothing too shabby. I've been out with boys on Ninjas and everything, and it holds its own, especially with all the upgrades that are on it.
Yeah.
But I would say get something more like a Ducati Monster, or even if you want to go classic, the BMW K75 that I've got that's chopped up.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to ride.
Yeah.
Because you're upright, you've got a big turning circle, and they're very flickable because you're able to put a lot of body weight through the handlebars rather than having to put your body weight through the bike to move it around corners.
Yeah.
Because with sports bikes, you are part of the fucking bike because you're, rather than being on it, you're almost in it.
Yeah.
And you have your body weight has to be dragged through the bike on a sports bike to get it around the corners because that's how it's designed to go around a fucking corner. It's designed to get low and go around. Whereas the ones where you're more upright, they'll go over, but they don't need to go over as far to get that same arc.
Yeah.
Because your body weight's higher, so you act as a bigger lever point.
Yes. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So in my opinion, something like the Rebels and things like that, where you're a bit more comfortable-ish, but you're not going to have to kind of commit to a massive lean to get like a knee over and stuff. They're a good bike to start on. They are. And they're not going to be top-end speed, so you're not going to be doing more than 90 miles an hour on it.
I'm not.
And you're going to love every moment of only getting up to 90 miles an hour because that's what they're designed for. Anything over that will get uncomfortable. You'll get buffeted with the wind. It doesn't really want to be up there. It will happily sit at like probably 80 miles an hour.
To be honest, that's what I need. I need something that's not going to be stupidly quick. I want something that's obviously got some poke when you need it, but within reason.
But that's why you want the 1100, because you want that down end grunt. People think power's a bad thing. It is when it's in the hands of a dickhead who doesn't know how to handle a bike, jumps on a litre bike and then puts themselves through a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Of course they do. Because they've gone from a 500 or a 600 upright thing, and then they're jumping on... It's basically like going from a Mini Cooper to a fucking McLaren. And expecting nothing bad to happen. Yeah. And flooring it off the fucking line. Like, just dickheads. Which is why they've increased the age range to be able to jump on bikes to over 24 now until you can get a litre bike. Which isn't fair on some of the more sensible people, but it was the only way they could stop these idiots going from scooter to R1 in a single bound and then ploughing themselves into walls. And then everyone's like, bikes are dangerous. No, idiots are dangerous.
Yeah.
And so on the 1100 sounds big, but on one of those bikes, it's all it's not got the same horsepower. It's probably still only got like 90 horsepower. Maybe not even that, actually. But they've got a lot of torque, so they pull nice and hard. So you can overtake safely. And my point is, power's good when you want it to get you out of trouble.
Yeah.
Like when you need to get past someone or get round someone or get the fuck away from something.
Yeah.
You need the power. And sometimes when you don't have it, you can actually put yourselves in more danger, which is why when people ride faster bikes incorrectly and ride them slow, as in they're in the wrong gear, they're in too high a gear, so that when they go to hit the throttle, nothing fucking happens, then they're in trouble all of a sudden now, because now they've got to adjust to get the bike to move where they need it and shit. Whereas with the choppers, you kind of got all that torque all the way through the range, so it's always going to move when you hit the throttle.
Yeah.
So I like that about them.
Right. Okay.
So it's a good one, but you will suffer more in terms of distance because you're more of a parachute in the way you sat.
Yes.
So you get buffeted more. It's much more tiring.
Again, I suppose it's just one of them. You live and you learn, won't you? Like I don't know what it'll be like. I've got no idea. So it's just a case of kind of, I'll try it. And is it silly to pick the bike based not solely on the looks, but the
Oh no, it's imperatively important to pick it solely on the looks.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you pick it on the looks, and then you say to somebody who knows, "Is this good underneath the looks?" And they go yes or no, and you go cool.
Yeah, because that's
That's how I pick everything I wear.
Yeah, that's massive though, isn't it? Like when I'm not going to buy a car that I think looks fucking ugly.
No.
I'm going to try and find a car that I'm going to find a collection of cars that I think look good, and then I'm going to find the best one from like a performance or economic, like you know how economical it is to run or drive or whatever, and then balance all those aspects out. But if it's just butt ugly, I'm still not going to buy it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing as well. A lot of bikes are quite pretty. As long as you stay away from the sports tourers, they're quite dull. They're impressive machines, but they always look shit. They're just because they're very practical. So they to get you in the most comfortable position, everything ends up looking really ugly. It's like a good running shoe.
Yeah.
The uglier they are, the better they usually are.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, that's what sports.
Some of the Harleys you've had are fucking stunning as well.
Yeah, but some of them are just completely impractical.
Yeah.
Short mileage range on them. The lack of ability to ride in the wet in them because they just throw water all over you from the front because the guards aren't adequate enough to not stop it chucking it up. The latest one's really good. The Sportster S is actually legit. I would own that bike.
Yeah.
I might own that bike. I might see what I get. I might try and get it more this year, see if I really like it, take it on the longer rides.
Yeah.
And then that could be one. Yeah. But they've gone up in price. The problem with Harleys because we're not in the old EU anymore.
No.
It gets like double taxes when they're coming in now. So actually, if you own a Harley now, keep it. It's going to appreciate in value because those older bikes now are going to become rarer in England because the parts are more expensive to fix shit. People are going to let them go. Let them rot out.
That's a good point, yeah. Right.
Hmm.
Another question?
There you go. So meetups, yes, we'll try and sort one. Obviously, we're from all over the country, so we'll try and find... we'll try and do a ride when something big's going on somewhere so that we can have an event endpoint or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, one more thing. When you are going out riding, make sure that when you do go out, you make it very clear to everyone that you're going out to enjoy a fucking day of enjoying being on the bikes and enjoying being in the countryside and finding good routes and then having nice food when you find this cute little fucking pub in the back end of fucking nowhere that you would have never ever found. You're not going out to fucking race each other and do dumb shit because it isn't fucking worth it. You might think you can control your bike and whatever. You can't control the people on the roads, and those fuckers aren't expecting you to come racing around fucking corners. No. And that is imperative. Every time we go out, if somebody starts acting up, we're on comms like, oi, dickhead.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down. And then if there's something open, there's a bit of fun to be had. Don't get me wrong, we have our fun.
Yeah.
We get the wheels up every so often and stuff. But it'll be because somebody at the head of the comms is going, clear, 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 clear. You're all good, all good. We've always got what, it's always.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything silly, and if they do, they get pulled back on it. And that's how to be when you're on bikes. Like, enjoy it, but be aware you're on public roads. Yeah. And you can't control all the variables, so control what you can. That's all I like to say. I don't like seeing people get hurt just for silly shit. Yeah. Because they get carried away with the boys. It's easily done. You can have just as much fun without that. Okay. Gonna be first Valentine's Day alone over 4 years. Honestly, I'm struggling a bit. Any advice? Sam. Right, mate. Sam. Think of all the money you're gonna save.
Yeah.
Oh, think of all the nonsense you don't have to put up with. The bullshit of buying the card you don't give a fuck about. the chocolates you ain't going to get to eat, the fucking meal you're going to have to pay for.
And pay through the nose for.
All
if you
just
could
to
get a
have
reservation.
the same sex you got the night before.
Yeah.
Your woman, you know what I mean?
I've never really got Valentine's Day.
Nope, it's a fucking con, and that's not being anti-romantic or anything like that. It's just I don't like being told you have to be this way today.
Pick this day to show the person that you love them.
Yeah.
It's a bit artificial.
Nonsense.
I'm very fortunate because I think, let's face it, Valentine's Day is mainly a thing that females enjoy more than guys, I think, for the most
ladies,
part.
your guy couldn't give less of a fuck.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
I literally had a conversation with Emma. I think it might have been last night, saying, "Oh, are we going to do anything for Valentine's Day?" And she was like, "Do you want to?" And I was like, "No, not really."
The best thing is meal. Just go for a meal.
Yeah.
You can have a nice
Go
time
for a
together.
meal the week before because it will be half the price. You'll get
Not
bookings.
always. You get Valentine's Day deals a lot of time now because people are trying to get people in.
Yeah, true. At the moment, maybe
Yeah.
it is different, but
You get fixed menus like £20 ahead and stuff a lot of time.
But then
actually
it's
not
getting
bad.
reservations, isn't it? That's the
Yeah,
fucking hard thing because everyone wants to do it.
Well, if
Just
you can't.
Yeah.
Go for my M&S, get down for two.
They're dying for twos at M&S.
Fit two rolls from M&S.
They were class.
Ooh, I'd have sex with you for those.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe do that. Get a mate round and just coerce him with profiteroles. See, ask him out.
There we go. There's the answer. What you need to do, you need to strip off, other than a t-shirt, have a wank, get a photo right as you have completed, and then just send it out to people and then see what happens.
Jesus,
Yeah, maybe he's lone. The person who sent you that was a cry for help. That was. He knew Valentine's Day was coming up, and he was like,
I wonder if
Lex.
it was near then.
I'm a lonely guy. Lex, come and see me on Valentine's Day. That's what he was trying to say to you in a a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yeah,
and that was
that was
what it was.
That one was worth 10,000 words, and all of them were painful. So Sam, listen, who gives a fuck if you're on your own for Valentine's Day? Honestly,
I suppose he does.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't care that you're alone for Valentine's Day. I think no less of you. And to be honest, there's probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of other people, if not millions, in exactly the same boat as you. And you shouldn't feel coerced into feeling like you're a lesser of anything because one day comes around when they've dictated that two people should be together.
Yeah, I think there's so much pressure that people should be in a relationship. Why the fuck should you be in a relationship?
No.
Like, every person is an individual. A good relationship is made up of two good individuals.
Yeah.
Like, I think this craving for being permanently in a relationship, that's just societal. It's just like, you need to settle down, you need to have kids, you need to buy a house, you need to do this, you need to that. Fuck that shit. Just do what you want to do. Like, fair enough if you really want to settle down and have kids, but also, where's the pressure? There's no fucking time bomb.
I'm going to pressure Sam. I'm going to try to pressure Sam to go to the fucking gym, have a chat with the other lads in the gym who were there on the same fucking night as you, and then go for a beer.
Yeah.
Or a whiskey, and just go or maybe go watch a movie with the lads.
Go for a bum.
Yeah, go have a bum. Go find a hill, get a
Go
tent.
in and go, fancy a bum?
Fancy a bum? Just around the whole gym.
Fancy a bum?
Then when you have to find a new gym. Honestly, it means fuck all. It is no bearing on you as a human being, whether you're alone or not on Valentine's Day. It's the same as whether you're alone on the third Sunday of 2025. It's exactly
just
no
another day.
fucking difference. And you know what? I'd rather be alone on Valentine's than find someone later down the line and be happy. Like, I'd rather have 5 Valentines alone.
I think it might even be potentially him now reminiscing about the previous Valentine's, because he said it's the
Very
first
good
one
point.
in 4 years.
Yeah.
So I think, it's a tough one to say, but when a relationship's ended, it's ended for a reason.
Well, here we have the proof of this. The scientific proof.
Oh yeah, you're
go.
going to remember the positives considerably in a lot more detail, a lot more vividly than a lot of the negative aspects of that relationship.
The brain actually erases negative memories. It's a self-preserving system.
It's a protective
So
mechanism.
which is rose-tinted glasses. That's the description. The brain is actively removing negative thoughts, those negative ideas, negative memories from your mind, from the relationship. So you're only left with these wholesome, remember that moment feelings.
Yeah.
And it's a protection mechanism that we've developed over time. You can extend that further when people are abused, beaten, or whatever, and they literally compartmentalize their brain and can become schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Like, it's a basic it's an ability. Our brain has crazy capabilities. So remember what you're thinking of, like you said, happy thoughts of all these things that you're missing. No, there was a shit ton of stuff that overpowered all of that led you to breaking up.
Yeah.
Whether that was on her side or your side, either way, it wasn't right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it like that's the thing. It's over, and that's the right thing to do. It's the right thing because it's happened. Do you know what I mean? There's no alternative to that, and you've learnt some lessons from it. You'll be able to, again, if you are craving a relationship that badly, you've learnt some valuable things in those 4 years previously that are going to help you make a better decision. And if anything, it's a good thing that you are single right now, because that means that you are learning more about yourself as an individual, which you can't really do that well when you're in a relationship, especially if that relationship becomes quite serious. You start moving in together, like having an individual personality gets more challenging because you get less time on your own. And I think being patient is a good thing. Like, you can be maybe not necessarily being too fussy, but taking your time, waiting for that right person. And it sounds like bullshit, but I believe in most things, if you're patient and actually put the time and the effort in to actually pursue things, the right thing will arise at a certain time, whether that be a partner or whether you're looking to buy a house. Like, you'll be going through this motion of finding a house and then it falls through, or someone else gets it before you and you're gutted. And then, 3, 6, 12 months, 2 years later, the right one will pop up and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm so glad that I got this one instead. And the same thing will be relationships or, a job opportunity, all these other things. If you're persistent,
it'll be worth those.
It'll be worth it. And then you look back and you're like,
short periods of uneasiness.
Yeah.
Because that's all they are.
Yeah.
Short periods of uneasiness.
It might be like 2 years' time before you end up in another relationship and you're that happy in that relationship, and you'd look back to this Valentine's Day and be like, oh, thank fuck I didn't go out just to try and get a date.
Yeah.
Because I'd have ended up with some person who I probably didn't like, probably wasted another 4 years of my life. Not saying that you wasted the last.
Some people might. Some people jump into shit. It's a habit. If he's saying his first time alone in 4 years, he's clearly somebody who's a relationship type of guy. Committed to that length of time. So I would say the same, because I had that type personality as well.
Yeah, you kind of
probably a byproduct of being the eldest of 3 sisters and my mum being on her own a lot of the time.
Yeah, I was so anti-relationship for years, like literally for years. I didn't date anybody at school. I thought relationships were bullshit and a waste of time, and I would refuse to get into relationships because I was like, no. Like, I genuinely was like, relationships are some fucking fallacy that idiots fall for. You okay, mate?
I just breathed the fireball in.
Either that or
I felt it, it teeters on your lungs, and it just goes, oh, and your body's going, no. And my eyes are watering.
I was like, either what I'm saying is so profound, Lex is about to cry.
Let's go with that. Yeah, go on, carry on.
I forgot what I was saying. So
you were anti-relationship.
Yeah, I just did not fucking get it. And in my head, I was like, right, I know exactly what it is that I want. And until somebody matches all of those criteria, and it wasn't even a case of like, I was just like, anything else is literally just wasting my time. Which
you can see the mentality of it.
And that's realistically probably not the right thing to do, because I didn't learn a lot. I think that mine and Emma's relationship potentially could have been even better. Like, we've got a very good relationship. We've been together coming up to 13 years, maybe 12, 13 years. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Literally longer than most marriages.
Yeah. And it potentially could have been better, especially in the earlier years, if I'd have had previous relationships that were more substantial, because I would have learnt some lessons that I had to learn in this relationship. But fortunately, me and Emma are both people that are very persistent. We don't give up on anything very easy. So when we had these tough patches, we both were like, okay, how are we going to make this work? What's going on? Like, why are we feeling certain ways? And like, kind of figured shit out within that relationship. Whereas maybe some,
Okay, so what would you do now if you were suddenly single after a 13-year relationship, coming up to Valentine's, and you're not with anyone?
I'd probably speak to my single friends and just go out for a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because on that day, yes, there's you're going to be bombarded with bullshit on people's social media. Oh, I love you, Sarah.
I've got a
or whatever you
balloon.
fuck. Yeah.
I've got a balloon. It doesn't matter that he fucked those other 4 girls the other weekend.
So
Look, I've got a balloon.
So you're going to be bombarded with more stuff. Everyone's going to be like highlighting their relationship because, fair enough. If that's what they want to do, let them do that. But then that's going to like almost to you feel like people are rubbing it in your face because you're not in that situation. So avoid social media for a couple of days around that. And you've probably got mates and some of them are probably single. So try and go and grab a beer with them or have a night playing Xbox or fucking whatever
night.
Yeah, whatever it is that you do that is the most like dude thing for you, just fucking do that.
Yes, I would do game night. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be way better.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it is essentially bullshit. It's a time that a lot of people will just over-exaggerate nonsense that actually isn't real. And most of the things you're going to see, let me tell you this now, they'll like be broken up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be a last-ditch bullshit effort.
It's going to be a bit of a tangent, but like, when people post on social media constantly about, I love you so much. Yeah, and it's constant every fucking day about their partner and
compensation.
Yeah, I'm always just like, who are you trying to convince?
Yeah.
Are you trying to convince me, or are you trying to convince yourself that you've got a good relationship? I was like,
did I show you that thing the other day? And I was saying, why are they doing this? And then it was like awkward because it was just more pictures to scroll through, and it got more and more. Just like, why? Who? No. And then I pointed out, oh no, it wasn't to you then. And then when they're looking at it, I was going to spread out, but now let me point out that they're both on their own and they've set this camera up to then go and do this very unique moment.
Yeah,
which,
so artificial.
Just like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah,
just fuck off.
Like you don't have to tell everybody about every fucking good thing that happens to you. You don't like. Fair enough if you want to document that for your own reasons, but you don't need to spam everybody around you because
it's false though. Like I'm not. Setting up a camera, walking away and then looking deeply into your eyes like we're caught in a captivating moment, whilst awkwardly getting the kiss getting deeper and deeper as you scroll across and just being like, what the fuck, why?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cringe.
Just cringe.
Yeah.
I hate using the word cringe, but that is what that's defined as.
Yeah, like I'd put, me and Emma occasionally will put up like maybe once or twice a year of like a photo of me and her together or something like that.
Yeah, but you're posing because you're like, look, we're posing because there's a camera there. You're not pretending there's no camera there and being like,
yes,
you're the light of my life, the moon of my stars, the cherry to my apple.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with doing it occasionally, but yeah, when people fucking do it all the time, it really like, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm just like,
that's what I mean. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like when two
people get it on deep and dirty in the middle of a public place.
It's the equivalent of that on social media.
Yeah.
When you fucking spam people on your story or whatever with fucking I love Steve.
The problem is if it's a female, other females are like fire, unicorn, and all that, and perpetuate it. I don't know why, because they feel like it's girl power or some shit. No, it's still awful.
Yeah. All guys literally want to scrape their eyeballs out when they see it
with a spoon.
And any guy who's in those photos would want to crawl up his own arsehole.
Simp.
Yeah, he just wants to crawl up his own arsehole. Or maybe not, but that isn't. I am generalising massively there. Just categorise all guys in the entire universe.
But let's be honest, they're usually punching the guys that are doing it, so that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, they're like fucking appeasing. Desperately clinging
They're
on.
appeasing. They're like, I'll do whatever you want, queen.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, Sam, have a game night with M&S profiteroles.
Yeah. You buy that dine for two for yourself.
Yeah, and be like, and walk out fucking smoke, like walk out pimping, like da-da-da-da, profiteroles for me, fuck you.
Yeah.
Have your own theme tune as you leave the store.
Yeah. Just sing it to yourself.
And video it. Just video yourself walking out the store with profiteroles going, got no Valentine, but I got profiteroles. Fuck you.
Who needs Valentine's? You've got profiteroles, they're amazing.
They are good. Because they're the custard-filled ones as well.
Oh, they do custard ones?
Oh. Yeah, I don't like the cream ones. Oh. It's not sweet cream, is it?
Yeah, but cream's nice.
No, I like that stuff. It's not. Because when you're a 7-year-old kid and someone gives you this delicious, chocolatey-looking thing full of delicious, what you assume is like buttercream or something, and you bite into it and it's dark chocolate and it's pastry and the sweet cream is not sweet. In fact, it's tasteless. Blah. Blah.
So you don't like a chocolate eclair?
No.
Oh my god!
Unless you put custard in it.
CREWCast is cancelled from this point on.
You can get stuffed.
Bringing it to an end.
Pastry,
Lex
dark
doesn't like chocolate eclairs.
unsweetened cream shit. Put sweet cream in it. I like it.
Like, I would have both. I think that you can, if we're talking about being a fat bastard, you can eat more if it's not too sickly. If it was custard filled, you'll gas out quick.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I can eat a whole fucking tower of profiteroles.
I would give you them if they weren't sweet. I'd be like,
Good.
Pushing the plate your way.
Good. Fucking I'll have them.
Okay. We've only got through like 2 questions. That was a good one, though. Going single on Valentine's is a very, very good question, sir. So well done. Well done.
You could come down Black Country Barbell.
It's
buy one, get one free. We've done a Valentine's Day thing. So it's like, it's bring your partner, but it literally can just be bring a friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, Saturday, Sunday and Monday.
Nice.
Buy one, get one free on day passes.
Oh, that's good.
Bog off.
Bog off.
I said you buy one,
You get one free. Get back, you bastard.
I bet Americans are like, what the fuck is he talking about? If you know that, what was the window company called? Safe Style UK.
Yeah, well remembered.
Yeah.
Well,
Safe Style UK. I said you buy one, you get one free.
I say you buy one, you get one free. And they were the worst, like,
He was heavily
series
balding
actors.
as well, and like,
Oh god.
yeah,
They just get,
and he
they
wasn't
get
even
like D-level celebrities in
didn't he
to
have a
just
cape
shout.
or something?
Wasn't he
Or
like
like
a bad comedian or something?
have
Yeah,
no
he
idea
was
who
like
it was.
yeah, it was horrendous.
He was like Bill Bailey, like a shit version of Bill Bailey.
Yeah, it was.
Budget Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey. All right, here we go. What was your steps to growing long hair?
Don't get
cut
it cut.
Why do people ask this?
Honestly, I haven't.
Bro.
I just didn't get a haircut for like a year and a
Literally what you
half.
don't do. I mean, I started with it just being long on top, and that was the style.
Yeah.
And then I had rather than getting all the sides shaved, I left a Mohican coming down the back.
Yeah.
Like just a strip to start growing out. And then I just went through the shit stage of growing that bit out.
Yeah.
Then when I realised that it needed to come round a bit more if I was ever going to just grow the sides out. And so I slowly, once I'd grown the back out a bit quite long, so it was quite, I don't know, like a couple of inches, it was obviously stylable to a tufty point, like I could mess it up.
Yeah.
So then I could start growing out the edges slowly but surely to bring it further around the head. And that's what I've done, and that's how I've got to where I'm at now. And then other than that, you just kind of get the ends done.
Yeah.
Every so often to keep your hair looking healthy.
Yeah, I still haven't, and mine's been over a year now. Probably like a year.
You just have to fucking
16 months.
stick
Like
with it. You just
Yeah.
gotta go. Gotta do it. Yeah, yours is really good now though.
Yeah, it's getting there. It really is. Like, it's actually like long now. I think it's like legitimately long hair. Like, it's not like Lex length yet, but that's like.
They're jealous of it though. Those sides.
Yeah, the sides took a long time to kind of. They definitely seem to grow slower.
Yeah.
But as well, though, having sides means that it's really hard to keep your hair looking neater. Because it's the sides that
neat though, do you?
It's well, I say neat. It's just like the sides are what like kind of can look shit.
Right.
So if you have to be more conscious of your styling
I think
and the
that's one
texture
thing
of
to
your
know.
hair.
Whatever hair you have, when it's short, and you have those shit bits that stick up in the wrong directions.
Yeah.
When it gets long, you have just different shit bits.
Yeah,
Like no matter
stuff
what hair
becomes
you got,
different.
you will have shit days. You'll have bad hair days. You'll have annoying days. But essentially, I really like it. Mine's so long now; it's actually down below the middle of my shoulder blades when I have it down at the back.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to the point where I didn't even realize. And then someone was like, held my hair down and went, "It's to there," and I was like, "Fuck off!" It's like, I'm fucking right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a few moments like that where I'm like, "Oh shit, man, it's actually like down my back a bit now." It's like that. It is crazy, isn't it?
Well, there you go.
And like, it does go through phases as it gets longer. Like you're like, "Oh, I've mastered it now. I know how to look after my hair," and then it'll like make it to a new length, and then start doing all kinds of new shit,
stuff.
and you're like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on? I thought I'd figured this out." Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, don't cut it and just put up with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do use treatments on it as well, like Olaplex and hair masks.
Yeah. Well,
It takes more care. When you've got longer hair, it does take more effort. But, it looks fucking different.
yeah.
Look at that. Who wouldn't want to look like that? Cousin
Cousin
it. You can hide. Look at that. That's just, you created your own bubble there instantaneously. You look like a scarecrow. Oh, it's emo.
Oh.
Might delete later. Right, next up, brutal tip chest. No, brutal tip for chest. Oh, I've got one. You get dumbbells, or you can go on a hammer strength machine that's plate loaded, single armed, anything that moves independently, and you drive up to the top, So you've got your contraction at the top, bang, chest is contracted. Now you lower only one side at a time, but as you're working that one side that's you're going down with, the other side is still driving forwards and contracting the pec.
Yeah.
So if I'm dropping my left arm down the right side, I'm concentrating more on the right side, driving up and squeezing the chest.
Yeah.
And then I bring the left side down and then drive back up, squeeze through with the left side. So now both sides are squeezing again. And then I keep squeezing the left whilst dropping the right. And you do that one after the other. It's really good for fixing imbalances and for helping mind to muscle from left to right and stopping you have a leading edge.
Yeah.
But it's fucking hard and you will cry afterwards. I went down to, oh fuck, I didn't say today. I went to stay with Danny.
I saw you went into his, you stopped in his, well, you didn't stop in, you went to his like little home bar thing as well.
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's really good. We're definitely have to go there in the summer.
Well, so we're going to go and get a mop chopped as well.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to do to mine.
Yeah, we can.
I get to do a fade on mine or something.
Yeah.
So Danny Andrews, Mr. Fish and Rice Cakes. So I went up to Preston and we went for a training session and for food.
Because we're going to get him back on.
Yeah, hopefully
Should
next
we
2
just
weeks.
go to him one of the days and we just take the stuff?
There's no way to really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got to clamp these bloody microphones to stuff, and all his stuff in his house is too chunky. It wouldn't clip to anything.
No, okay.
And there'd be nowhere else to do it.
Fair enough.
And it'd be awkward to film.
What about in his barbershop?
Ooh,
In Down
maybe. We'll have a look. We'll ask him.
Message him, yeah.
Anyway, I went up and trained. We went to this place called Ultraflex. It was fucking sick.
Yeah.
It was clearly like used to be a pub or something
Yeah.
at some point. And you because of the way the building was set, so it's 2 floors. When you went upstairs, you were like walking up these lovely wooden steps that almost, you know, when you go up to the top of the stairs and there's the wooden, what do you call them? Not rivets, that's the wrong word. Rivets are little things. The spines, the wooden spines that you have.
Oh,
What
right.
do they call them? Spindles. Yeah. So it had like a spindled staircase as you walk up to the top, and the upper floor was in the eaves of the building.
All right.
And it just had this. It was all black with white with these strip lights in it. It looked fucking good, mate. The lighting was sick.
Yeah.
And it was a honestly, all hammer strength kit.
Yeah.
Old school fucking metal dumbbells. You know, the old orange iron ones that clang together as you move them around.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant place.
Nice.
Awesome. So I trained there and I did that chest thing with him, showed him that. We did chest, triceps, and nails, and he messaged me the next day, he was like dying.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking strong.
Yeah, he is.
And I said to him, you know your natural strength? I said, that's rare.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's a bit of a freak.
honestly, he just plows things up. I said, you're obviously really explosive. So what you want to focus on is taking that explosiveness out of your movements so that you can start working on those weaker areas that your body doesn't want to do because your body's so explosive. Because he said, because with me, he said, you can see when I'm going to die because I slowly just squeeze them out.
Yeah.
But with him, he's like, I go,
just
and
drops.
then it's a sudden stop. It's like, it won't go. I said, that's because you use explosive momentum to get into a movement, which you have to when you get to those heavier weights. Yeah. So we went through my style. He went with the next day, was like fucking dying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And you use like what, maybe half your weight as normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's one of my tips for brutal chest. Yeah, try that one. You got one?
Again, though, my style of training would just be to pick a movement such as, a slight, shallow incline dumbbell press or a flat barbell bench press. A basic compound movement. Spend a good 6 months getting brutally strong at that movement over time. Yeah, just progressive overload. Use that as your main movement. And then afterwards, you can add in other movements, like even some things like what Lex is saying, just things that are going to require lighter weight, more mind-muscle focus. But just getting savagely strong at something.
You do need both. You need to hit type 1 and type 2 muscles, so you do need that.
Yeah, and
so incorporate what we both said.
Yeah, if you're getting considerably stronger, you're having to put on more muscle tissue. Like no two ways about it.
Yep. Cool. And also, if you want Danny to come back on, just give us a fish and rice cakes in the comments.
Yes.
And also, don't forget to rate us on Spotify as well. We have to tell you this every week, I know. It's getting boring, but please, it really does help.
Like the video. Leave a comment saying fish and rice cakes if you want
to the
Danny
YouTube
back.
channel. Just go and subscribe on there, because the more subscribers we get, the more shit it allows us to do for you guys.
We haven't spoke about it.
What?
No one else cares, but like there's certain criteria on YouTube before you can actually become before you're a real channel, basically.
Oh, right, yeah, we're now a real channel.
Yeah, we're a real channel. And it was like you need 1,000 subscribers. You need at least 4,000 hours of listen time.
Was that all it was for?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 10.
No, we're about 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah,
crushing it.
And there was something else which I've forgotten. And the other thing was like you need 2-step authentication.
Yeah, that was the only thing we forgot to do for ages. Like, oh, that's why we're not able to do shit.
Yeah. So now we're a legit channel now on YouTube.
Welcome for all of you joining us on Spotify video. But if you haven't joined on video on YouTube and you don't have the Spotify, then there's your place. Yeah. And on Spotify, if you can rate us on the little star system they have, that would be just super. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What is your secret key to keep going? Well, the secret to keeping going is getting through the small, mundane shit that stops you. Getting too comfortable on the sofa, not wanting to get in the car and go to the gym. It fucking gets us all. It got me really bad a couple of weeks ago, like really fucking bad. But it's the times you make it through, getting off the sofa and getting into the car, when you're in the gym and you're done, how fucking good do you feel? Yeah. Every single time you'll feel great after coming out of that gym session. But I guarantee you that every single time you stay on the sofa and stay comfy and stay warm, you won't feel great.
Yeah, I think for me, it's that kind of... that saying, I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like motivation gets you started and habit keeps you going.
Yeah.
And more than likely, you've not built up a sustainable habit. Or there's too many variables. Like, you might train, but sometimes you train at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's 11 o'clock at night. You've not got a routine or a lifestyle. It's like, how the fuck are you going to ingrain this habit? Most people remember to brush their teeth because from being a little kid, the mom was like, brush your teeth in the morning and brush your teeth at night. And now you do it. And you still do it as an adult because that is a habit. You're not making a conscious effort to brush your teeth. You need to get to a point where you're whatever you want to keep going at, whether that be sorting your nutrition out or sorting out your training, whether you're studying for some kind of further education, whatever the fuck it needs to be. You need to integrate that into your life in a way that is habitual because you're not going to be motivated to train. I could not be asked to train this morning, but I still got up and I still went in and I still did it. And it was a good session, kind of, because I hit numbers that I was kind of meant to hit. And my body doesn't know whether I liked that session or not. My body just knows I did it.
Yes.
And that's it. You fucking put it in whether you want to or not. So make sure that when you're trying to integrate something new, you're going to do it in a way which is going to be most useful for it to be habituated. So
consistently reliable.
Yeah.
So don't train at a gym that's an hour away from you.
Yeah. Something you need to make it easy as well. Like I said, if there's no gyms nearby, buy some fucking resistance bands and some bits and pieces at home. And
that has saved me a few times, having some kettlebells and
have
stuff in the house.
Yeah, I used to fucking work all around the country, traveling fucking everywhere in the UK and Northern Ireland, and sometimes I would have like a very small window of time to actually train because I got back very late. I had to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning, and the gym that I was at was like not very far, like a 15-minute drive away and a 15-minute drive back. But then, like when I got there, I'd feel obliged to have a full session. Whereas sometimes when I had these tiny little windows, I could go into my garage gym, do like a 15-minute session, and it was better than nothing.
100%. Something is better than nothing all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the longevity thing though is having that ability to just push those little moments. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to win every little moment. Some of the times you will be kept on that sofa, but it's the fact that when you get to the day 2, you're like, no, fuck you, we're not doing this again. Get up and go. Even if it's 11 o'clock at fucking night that you realise this shit, do it. Get up and fucking go. And yes, you're going to get less sleep that night, but fuck it, you broke the cycle.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Sometimes you need to do that. Read or fucking listen to the audiobook called Atomic Habits. That will really impress upon you how important forming habits is and how your life is just a fucking collection of habits that you've picked up over time.
If you don't have the habit, time just will run away from you.
Yeah.
Because you'll fill your time with shit you shouldn't be doing because you've not got the habit of doing the other things.
Yeah.
So there we go. We could go on a long time with that. Right. Okay. A little lighthearted. Why is there a D in fridge, which we all know, FRIDGE, but not in refrigerator? Well, I'll tell you why. Because refrigerator is American and they just spell shit wrong. Aluminium is not pronounced aluminum. Aluminium. It's how it's spelled. You're just missing letters. We're just going to say aluminum.
Aluminum.
We're just going to miss letters out.
Refrigerator. Can you go over to the refrigerator and get me some...
Yeah.
Some
refrigerator.
What do Americans have in their refrigerator?
A Coors Light.
Can you get me a Coors Light out of the refrigerator, please?
Budweiser. That's why. Because they can't be arsed with the D.
Yeah.
Like a lot of girls on Valentine's Day evening. If the sun is in space, there's light on Earth. But why is there no light in space?
Because there's no particles for it to
refract from.
off,
Yeah, the reason we have the light on the other is because the light bounces off our ozone, essentially, and refracts off the particles within our atmosphere.
Yeah. I think.
I think.
And
gravity as well probably has an effect on the particles available for the light to bounce off.
Yeah.
So which obviously is not available in space, so shit is just never... Because I bet anything passing through, you would see, like, would bounce from it, like a meteor.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like when you're... It's like a laser pen. Someone's shining a laser pen, you see the point of origin, and you see where it hits the wall. If someone then blows smoke at the laser pen, you can then see the laser. It's the exact same principle, isn't it?
Yes. That's why. Man, we're smart.
Science.
Science, bitch.
And refrigerators.
Why are camera lenses a circle and the picture's a rectangle? Because
you know what? I've never fucking thought about that.
Because the sensor is a rectangle shape.
Ah, right, okay. But that's
It is a good point. Yeah.
Why aren't we watching?
And think about it. Our eyeballs are oval, but we see in.
Well, we don't see in a rectangle. It's kind of
we see in what?
It's an oval.
We don't see in a vignetted oval, do we?
We kind of do. It's a more of like a.
No, we just lose aperture.
Okay, all right. So vignettes may be the wrong term. It's focus, isn't it?
I mean, where does your hand come in? Like, where does it come in?
So this one there.
There. Well, so we've got like 100 and...
I'm over here.
About 100 and... When do they go out of view?
This must be awesome to listen to.
There. What's that? Wow. Okay, so that's what...
We got like 180 pretty much.
100 and... I'd say what, 130 degrees?
No, 180 is like...
180 is...
You were practically straight there. But you're
There.
actually gay.
Did we answer the question? Yeah, we did. If you could train with anyone, who would it be and why?
We've had this one before, haven't we?
Did we? The training one?
Yeah.
We've had dinner parties.
Stallone.
You'd do Stallone.
Yeah, I'd have a training session with Stallone, but it would be Rocky montage style.
Oh,
Rocky
fuck
4
yeah.
montage style. I wouldn't be running in the snow, but I'd be in his barn. I'd be lifting some shit in his barn. That little wooden shack thing that he's got. I'd be,
that is the best montage.
when he's got the.
That's the best montage.
I don't even know what it was. Isn't it like the
He's
yoke
doing
that
yeah.
like they have like fucking bulls pulling shit with? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be doing like a shoulder press with a carriage. What was it?
If you're doing that, I'll do Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah.
He'd be a good one, just mentally, to just the way he trained.
He'd be there with a little wooden...
learning the thing. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, he wouldn't be fun though. I don't reckon. You'd have fun with Stallone. I don't reckon you'd have fun with Lee, but you'd learn a lot.
Yeah.
Now the sun is here. Oh no, when's Lou getting his bike? We've done that one. Any song cover versions you think are better than the standard version? Yeah, the Maroon 5 cover by Leo.
Oh yeah. That's really good. What's the song called now? Maroon 5. This Love.
Yeah.
So if you go onto Spotify and type in This Love by Leo, Leo, he does like metal. So that guy Leo does metal covers of everything, and the metal version of This Love. Oh yeah, there you go.
Just fucking brilliant. I have that on my gym playlist.
Yeah, it's class, isn't it?
But when I'm singing it, which I do a lot in the gym, people think I'm listening to Maroon 5.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Leo fucking rocking that. And he also does the Witcher one, which I love.
Yes, the Toss a Coin to Your
Toss
Witcher.
a Coin to Your Witcher, Leo.
Put that one on. That's fucking brilliant. So if
We're
you know
gonna
that...
get copyrighted though.
Are we?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
Toss a coin, Leo.
Yeah.
So it starts off all normal. Right. Yeah. Sick. He's good.
Yeah. All of Leo's fucking covers are pretty class, to be fair.
Well worth looking at.
I'm trying to think of some other ones that I quite like.
There's a really good cover of, I think, is it Sweet Child of Mine? Let me see. I know I've got it on my soulful. I think I've got it on my soulful playlist. Hey, if you want some playlists, go on to Spotify and search "Wake Up Lex Griffin." That's a great one for getting up in the morning. It starts in an Alan Watts meditation, which I put up again today, and tons of people were asking what it is.
Yeah.
It's Alan Watts Listen, and it's got I think it's pronounced Boreta, Boreta is the kind of collab with it. And he talks you through meditation in the morning. It's like 11 to 13 minutes or something, so it's not a lot of your time, and you'll feel great afterwards. Then the whole playlist is just a feel-good playlist after that will ease you into your day, or just ease you into a better mood if you're whatever time of day you're at.
And if you want a good metal playlist, type in Black Country Metal.
Oh,
on
it's good.
Spotify.
Yeah, yours is sick.
Yeah, and
That's got some absolute bangers on it.
Yep.
Ones you've forgotten that were so good that just pop up and you're like, oh.
yes, that was a big collaboration with all our members to get like some of their favorite like metal songs. So yeah, that's a really good one. We've got a few different playlists with different genres, but the metal one is definitely my favorite.
Let me see if I can find this one, because I don't know the guy's name, but his voice is so effortless and he's so good. If I can't find it this week, I'll find it for next week.
Yeah.
It's a cover of Sweet Child of Mine, and I was listening to it actually yesterday, and I absolutely murdered it alongside him. So I'll find that out for next week. I just can't find it, and I'm just not going to go searching because I don't even know his name. I know he does. He's got a song called song album called Tiger something. If you type, you get it. If it came up album Tiger, there can't be many fucking things. It's something Tiger, like not magical tiger, but you know what I mean. It's something like that.
No, I can't think of anything that comes to mind.
What's the best or most elaborate lie your parents or teachers ever told you? Well, it's not really a lie, but the one that sticks with me is when I was younger, I must have smacked my head and banged my forehead.
Oh, is this when your mum called?
And my mum said, "Oh, did you bang your forehead?" And I misheard her and thought I'd banged my forest.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, so which in my head made sense. Oh, it's a forest of hair. Yeah, of course it would be. That's where you grow your hair. Above there, forest. Yeah, makes sense because it was right on the hairline where I banged it.
I remember you saying this.
Until it gets a little embarrassing when you're 13 years old and on the Sunday league pitch, let's say 12 years old, between 10 and 12, I can't quite remember when, embarrassing enough an age, and someone cracks you in the forest, to which you tell the Medi who's come on the field, you've banged your forest, and all of the boys hear you and go, "You banged your what? Your forest? Do you mean forehead, you 12-year-old giant child?" I went home, "Mom!" And she just went, "Well, I thought it was sweet." Until I was 12? Mum, really?
Oh,
really?
Embarrassing, that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think Oh, hold on. Actually, no. Right. So, as a kid, we had several different pets, and my mom had 2 rats called Honey and Sugar. One was a golden one. One
Were
was
they
a white.
nice?
Yeah, they were lovely. Yeah.
I've seen pet rat things online recently, and they look sweet as hell.
Yeah, they were really nice. I remember them very fondly. And my mom told me that they ran away.
Oh.
They didn't run away.
No.
They did not. What happened, which I found out years later, my mom came home drunk. And in her drunken state, she thought, I have fish and chips here. I will give the remainder of the fish and chips to the rats because they will enjoy that.
Yeah.
They had some curry sauce and they ate the polystyrene cup
Oh.
and it swelled up inside them and they died.
Well, they were dumb.
Yes.
They were stupid rats. Why would you eat polystyrene when you've got fish and chips?
They probably ate that and then the curry sauce was in the pot.
On the polystyrene.
And then, so they ate that as well.
She put it in with the polystyrene. With
Yeah.
the curry sauce.
And then they died.
They're like, "Ooh, this is very light and fluffy."
Oh,
Nom,
yeah.
nom, 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 nom.
Oh, I'm a little bit bloated, are you?
A little bit like,
Yeah. So, yeah, probably wasn't a good way for him to go either. But, yeah, I was sheltered from that. And I appreciate that, Mom. So
yeah.
thanks for not traumatising me and saving the trauma for years later.
Dump it on you when you can deal with it later. Best thing you ever won in a competition? I don't think I've ever won a competition other than sporting.
Oh, we won Newcomer Gym of the Year, like 2019. So that was kind of cool.
What's that award say over there?
BPA.
It's that's best British male, and that was from Body Power.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just best male in general.
Of all males.
All men.
Yeah. of
2016,
all men.
Lex was the best man.
I was the best.
Yeah. Best man ever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something to do with social media.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were the
That's
best.
pretty cool.
You were the best man in 2016, and I
Yeah.
had the best gym in 2019.
There we go.
We've gone downhill since then.
Got another one. How long did it take you to grow your hair and beard? Well, Lou, you've been a year. And
Yeah, probably
Ish.
just over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably say maybe like 16 months, maybe. In
how
total.
long have I had mine long now? 3? 2? 3? Well, it's COVID, so it was growing out definitely through COVID at one point. It wasn't that long. It was only here. So I'd say, 2 years for me.
Yeah.
Where it's been long.
Yeah.
As in, like, I've grown the back out as well as the front.
Yeah. Yeah, because yours was long-ish, but in a different way.
Yeah, mine kind of got cut in and out a few times. I had to adjust the hairline here on the side because I'd had it shaved over, away from the normal parting line.
Yeah.
So that it would stay over. Because that's what I used to do when I had it originally. I would shave it slightly off the natural parting line.
Yeah.
So that it would naturally all just fall over and stay over. And obviously now when it's grown out, I had to then bring that back over. Yeah. So I've had a few regrows to do throughout. Oh, on another thing, when I did get my hair cut last time, the hairdresser was like, have you been cutting your hair, like, yourself? I was like, no. And they're looking through, he's like, you've got new hair growing through amidst all your other hair. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, we got short hairs all growing at exactly the same height. They're all exactly the same, which is why I asked if you cut it at all. And because you haven't, it means that they're growing through and they're all just new hairs. So I am still growing new hair.
Nice.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Sorry for you people who are losing it. I'm growing more.
Yeah, completed it, mate.
I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Just I've never seen anything like it. I know. How did about UFC predictions? Well, it's going to be a bit late when we do this now, but I just so should let's not bother because it's pointless because you're going to watch the fights before then.
Yeah, you'll already know.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new Batman film? Well, surprisingly, we've already been through that, and fuck yes, I think he's going to absolutely crush it. I honestly
hope so. I really do.
Can we also just clarify for you guys? It's new Batman, so he's not a pre-existing Batman. This is early Batman learning his way. He's brooding. He's violent. He's vengeful. Yeah. So he should be good, but he's learning. He's learning as he goes. So his suit isn't all kitted out with gizmos and stuff yet. Yeah. So he's going to rely on a lot of hand-to-hand combat, a lot of up close and personal shit. Yeah. I think he's basically Kevlar'd out with excessive...
This is Batman coming of age.
Yeah, and that's why I think he's going to do so fucking well.
Yeah.
Like, I just do. I think he suits that role. Because some people were saying he's not built enough. Fucking well, no, because the early Batman wasn't built.
No.
He wasn't. The built Batman is later Batman, war-torn Batman, when he's slower and fucked up and he has to be built because he's a tank.
Yeah.
Because he can't move the same.
Yeah.
In his early days, if you look at all of them, even Batman Beyond and stuff, he's slim-ish. Yeah. He's still... Trust me as well, he's going to surprise you. There's going to be a top-off scene and you're going to be like, oh, fair play.
Yeah.
Patterson, there's no way Patterson's not putting in for it. He's too much of a method actor. People like me, I fucking hated him for years because of Twilight. And it was unfair because he also hates Twilight.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And I've seen him in many things after that. Some very, very gritty films. And he's fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. He's really good. I genuinely am excited for it.
Yeah, this might be his opportunity to truly wipe the slate clean.
Yeah, I fucking hope he does. I hope he does.
Yeah.
Every trailer we've seen so far looks great. If his supporting actors are good, it could really work. And because Colin Farrell is unrecognizable as Colin Farrell, it makes me believe that his supporting actors are going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, they've done that for a reason, surely.
Because why would you not be able to tell it's Colin Farrell unless his performance is what shines through? Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have him look like Colin Farrell because that'd be a draw.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an odd one, but yeah, the only conclusion is that he's just got to really fucking pull it out of the bag with his performance.
I really hope he does. Yeah. There we go. You should post underwear pics. Fuck the policies. I can't post underwear pics, and also, who is that? Okay,
is it the guy who sent you the hit?
Is it Jack Off guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
I did post an underwear pic on stories the other day, and all I got was women messaging me going, thirsty.
You commented on my fucking picture saying it was thirsty when I put that story.
That's the word I know for those pictures.
I had so many people say that, and I'm like, fucking hell, is that thirsty? I was just like...
Yeah, your hair down, and you were like a little moody face, and that click.
Yeah, and it pissed me off though. I was like, I literally never take any kind of...
It was a good photo.
Shirtless photos or anything like that.
I did it with water spurts and everything.
Yeah, you did.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Thirsty's a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's... see, I don't even...
Because it's drawing people in to be like, oh.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. I'm taking it as a good thing. All they ever get is like smiley faces with the thirsty thing.
Yeah.
Or an oof. That's always one.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got a load of messages and I was like, I don't know, I felt like... Because obviously I fucking own a gym. Loads of people that I follow train, obviously. So everyone's constantly posting them flexing in the pants or in this, that and the other. And like, that's just normal. When I do it, it's like... Because I don't do it very often.
Yeah, that's why it's good. Shock people. Because when you did
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Dick pic.
that's when you did it. It was a good shock because your hair was like look sick.
That's why I did it. It was because I put my hair down and it actually looked really good just putting it down.
You got to let the bitches know you still got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, don't sleep on Lou.
yeah. So yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
But it's all gone now. No one's ever going to see that again. It was the people that were fortunate for that 24 hours.
You ruined it. Y'all ruined it.
No, I might get lean at one point and then do it again. But
That was the goal, yo, no?
I'm just going to get strong and fat, I think.
No.
I'm going to get strong and fat.
Why?
Because it's fun.
You just don't want to diet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's fun. Like, I'm still trying to keep it. I'm going to try and keep. Actually, I don't know. So I'm going to aim to stay around the low 90 kilo mark up until around May, which at that point, that's when I'll be adding in some TRT. And I'd like to think that it'll probably be a fairly...
You should be able to eat more calories and stay leaner on the TRT because it will buffer any bad sleep, bad recovery, and stuff like that. So it'll optimize all that level for you, which is the bit where, with the working environment that you're in, is where you fall down most because of the stress of the workplace, the hours you have to put in sometimes, the upending of your days because something else happens somewhere else you need to get involved with and ruins your plans.
Yeah, so I don't know what will happen at that point. If my weight starts to come off and I'm still getting strong, then I'll just let it happen. Or then if I get a slight inclination that I might finally make it to 100 kilos, I'm pushing for 100 kilos.
Why?
Because then I'm a real man. when I've made it to 100 kegs, mate,
You're a real man. When your ass is so big that it lifts your legs even higher off the floor, so when you sit on a seat, your feet genuinely will kick in the air.
Yeah, like,
your little legs going. But they won't be little, they'll be wide as shit. But you'll be like a jacked freaking Deadpool when he's regrowing his little legs.
Yeah, mate, that'd be amazing. Mate, 5'9", fucking 100 kilos. I think that'd be fucking... Like, I don't know. It just... I can just tick it off the list then, and then I'll happily like drop down to, high 80s and be quite lean. But it's the opportunity of getting to 100 kilos. And like, you know what I mean? I was 95, 96, and with just about visible abs. Like they were fat abs, do you know what I mean? But like, so the idea of maybe
just feel like, what's the point? Because the more you put fat on, and the more you consistently keep putting fat on, the harder that shit gets to shift.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, like, my opinion is strip the fuck down, see where you're really at, and then build from there. Because once it's off, you can kind of keep feathering it off as necessary and slowly taper up. And I think over time, you'd end up happier because you'll be strong and look good.
Yeah.
Whereas you're just going to get strong, then have to diet, hate it because you're not going to be as strong again, and then have this whole doubt mechanism kick back in. It's just going to be a perpetual cycle if you're doing that.
It's definitely a fair point, and I do agree that is definitely like a potential for it. The way I'm trying to look at it is, obviously, when you're adding in some kind of hormones, you're going to get quite a noticeable effect, and that's going to be most noticeable towards the start of that. So I really want to maximize that potential of putting on muscle tissue, because for me, like, gaining muscle, there is a limitation in terms of your natural limitations, and I'm kind of around about there. Like I've been training for a very long time.
Without going full bore into bodybuilding.
Yeah, and nailing every single aspect. I could, again though, I might put on a couple of kilos more muscle. It's not going to be anything that noticeable.
Yeah.
Whereas dropping fat is more, I'm in a position where I can drop fat just with being more consistent and actually wanting to get leaner, which is kind of, I don't really, because the thing is, I've always liked being a little bit bigger because I'm naturally also skinny, so I've like never really like, I start to get leaner and then I'm like, I'm wasting away.
You did say that. I feel really small.
Yeah.
But that's everyone. That's everyone.
I don't know, like, I think then...
And especially with the way you train isn't going to make you feel big.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Because you're not doing the pump training.
I do, so the stuff at the end of my sessions is a bit more
Not the
pumpy.
same.
It's not like bodybuilder
as
pump
doing
stuff.
a bodybuilder stuff session, because you come out of there feeling like fucking like you can't move, like you're immobile, jacked.
Yeah.
Whereas your style is way bigger rests, way shorter work ratios, and it's just, you're not going to get that same moment of like feeling jacked.
Yeah, which again...
So you're going to have more of that overall sense of smallness through the day.
Yeah, so that again can be modified by just adjusting my training at the time, but I like being strong, I like feeling full, I like feeling like I can run through walls. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever makes you happy and gets you in the gym, I guess.
Yeah.
But, Oh,
goodbye.
Bye. Well, fuck you then. Hang on.
It's a battery. The battery's down.
No, I can't. There's no more batteries up here. I'm done. I'm not going downstairs to change the battery. So that's it for this podcast episode. Thank you all for joining again. You're welcome for the lovely little blackout. Is what it is. We're just easing your mind into a nice sense of calm and soothing darkness. So, in our Ommi ways, check out the playlist. Honestly, try the Alan Watts meditation. It's just search Wake Up Lex Griffin, then go and search BCB's playlist, Black Country Barber playlist, for smashing shit at the gym. Yeah. And remember to always leave the bad shit in last week. Leave that fucking shit there. It's Monday. Bring forward the good and make more of that. Win those little battles and they will build up to a big result. Have a good fucking week, people. We'll catch you in the next one.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip. We're looking at a blank camera. We're both looking at the camera when it's
Toodle
dead.
pip.